bag like 8 men. Pull up to the station, fill up with gas, like I'm in a spaceship. I've been up bad, smoking on amazing. Bloodshot as I'm blazing.
Welcome everybody to another episode of La Capirotada. Your host, as always, your host, Oscar Rocha. What can I tell you guys? I wanted the UFC card to go the way it was planned, but after seeing the turn of events, or not the turn of events, but the fights themselves, I was like, okay, like maybe it's not a conspiracy theory. Maybe it's not something that was planned, but I can see why it went the way it went because holy shit. Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz, I'm sorry. It's just not Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson is just not Tony Ferguson anymore. Like I don't think Tony Ferguson ever goes back to what he was. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't think I don't think I even want to see him like in another organization. Nah. If he doesn't fight, what else is he gonna do? Like, commentator. But what the fuck? Like Tony Ferguson is gonna come up with some crazy ass shit. Like when the reporter was all like, "How do you feel about fighting or something?" And he's all like, "Are you glad that fighting came back to be?" No, then say thank you, motherfucker. I was like, dude, that wasn't even the question. What are you talking about? I feel gaslighted right now. Well, Diaz, I mean, he's always durable, and he has that sneaky one punch. So I mean, if anybody got some boxing matches in him, is Nate Diaz, man. What else? You got the Hamzat and damn, what was his name? Kevin Holland, which lasted about like a minute. No good. No, a lot of people are complaining that Hamza didn't like. Well, Kevin Holland was coming in for the glove tap, and Hamza like alluded to it, but then went straight for the takedown. I mean, there's no rule against that. I think that's pretty much like like a fighter unspoken rule kind of deal, like like respect. I don't know. If anything, Conor McGregor versus Tony Ferguson, I think that works out. Conor McGregor should just come back and fight people that are like not on their way out, but you know what I mean. Like Rafael dos Anjos, like these older guys, like we should make a masters division. You can make an argument for these other organizations being that, but under the UFC banner, I mean, shit. I think it sells. And then Irene Aldana getting a stoppage via up kick, fucking liver kick. It's because it wasn't like an up kick like that. She kind of like like heel fucking heel hit her fucking side. It was like right here. God damn, but that shit was going hard. Cause you can get leverage laying down, like you can get a fuckload of leverage. I would have probably gone down. Cause that fucking kick looked hard as fuck, like hard as fuck. And then you had the heavyweights in the undercard. Man, what was his name? Barnett. he did pretty good. In the first round, he was getting beat the fuck up, and then he was able to turn it around um and get the TKO win. Man, he came like a couple pounds overweight, but he was able to fucking pull it off. It's crazy. Um, Other than that, I mean, the UFC card was not that bad. He had some pretty good fights. Um, it wasn't like crazy. I did buy it. I don't regret it, but it was like fuck it. I bought it on my credit card, so fuck it. It's not like it came out of my pocket right away, but I don't think it was all that great. I'm excited. Yeah, let's jump into what's coming up in the UFC. So the first segment is gonna be all UFC, and then we're gonna jump into some boxing, and then we're gonna do some college football, and then that's it, guys. So we're gonna see what are the next upcoming shows for UFC. I was already gonna start talking about the next one. Well, you got Sanhay. It's a fight night. These next three ones are fight nights, so they're for free. You ain't got no excuse as to why you should not watch them or why you not watch them. Um, Sanhagen versus Song Yadong. Yadong Song. I said it backwards. Song Yadong. Corey Sanhagen, Yadong Song. Sodiq Yusuf. I've seen him. He's pretty fucking fast. Giga Chikadze. That's gonna be a good one. Andre Philly gets down. We got Anthony Hernandez. He's a favorite. Luis Koske. He has some pretty good tattoos. Pretty badass. Oh shit. Sarah McMahon versus Aspen Ladd. Aspen Ladd was on her way up, but she came up with like some she came up against some tougher competition and she wasn't able to get the wins with those. So it kinda set her back a little bit. And then you got this Maria Agapova from Kazakhstan. Pretty badass. This chick, Loma Lukbunmi, she's a fucking badass from Thailand. She's a fucking beast. She hit that chick hits hard. So you got that fight night, and then you got Dern versus Zionan. Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern is a predominant Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but she gets down, man. She gets down. You got Rani Yaya. I think Yaya is more of a Jiu-Jitsu guy. And Cody Garbrandt, I mean, he's a brawler. Rondy Brown is pretty good. Francisco Trinaldo, two brawlers, not bad. Jessica Penne versus Tabata Ricci. John Castaneda. I want to watch that main event. And then you got Grasso Araujo. Grasso gets down. She throws some badass fucking combinations. And then Alonso Manfield versus Misha Sirkunov. Misha gets fucking down. Victor Henry versus Rafael Assunção. It's crazy. Assunção was on his way up too. CJ Vergara. Tatsuro Tayara. That guy looks. It looks like if Bobby Lee was jacked as fuck. Not that all Chinese people look alike. That's not what I'm saying. Let me screen record it. Oh, you know who he looks like? He looks like the Pest whenever John Leguizamo is he's culture appropriating an Asian man. Let me see. The Pest. God, what would he call it? Delivery boy. Delivery boy. I think that's the best picture. I went all the way to Reddit. Oh, right there, look. You can't tell me that doesn't look like John. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm pretty sure 11-0. Shit, he might come over and beat the fuck out of me. Like, what the fuck you're talking about, son? What the fuck you're talking about, son? And then you got, hey man, I have something stuck in my throat. Let me clear my throat. Upcoming. And you got the 280. God, and you got Adesanya Pereira. Back to back. I'll drop that money. I don't care. They can take my money. Oliveira Islam. That's gonna be a fucking badass one. Aljamain versus TJ, and then Jan versus O'Malley. And you got there you. I think of Nacho Libre every time I hear Benil Dariush. Turns out he's a real douche. Kaylee Shukagan, Manian Feria, Belal Muhammad fighting again. That fool stays active on Twitter and he talks some mad shit. He's good. Lucas Almeida is pretty fucking good. He's fast as fuck. He's fast as fuck. He's a fast as fuck boy. A fast as fuck boy. That's a badass fucking one. Oliveira Makachev. I got fucking Oliveira, man. That guy is durable as fuck. I mean, definitely Makachev is. He's a protege of the fucking the Mauler. He's wrestling heavy, and what we've seen so far is that wrestlers fucking they take it. They always take it because they take you down and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. So is he? I think he's heavily favored. Yeah, 155. So shit. I think Aljamain beats the fuck out of TJ too. TJ looked good, but it didn't look TJ good. Like, I think Aljamain does the same and just fucking mauls him to death. Adesanya Pereira, fuck, I got Pereira just because I'm a hype train kind of guy, and I'm gonna go all in with Pereira. That's just who I am. Zhang Wei Li versus Carla Esparza. Wei Li is my fucking, that's mi gallo, güey. Like, ella es la que tiene que ganar y va a ganar y se chingó. Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler. That's a good one. Now, Dustin has a fucking chin. Michael Chandler, from what we've seen, is that in the first 3 rounds, he's fucking bomb. Definitely, he can go off 5, but he does lose steam. Dustin Poirier keeps a pace, and he keeps it for all 5 rounds. Michael Chandler has to TKO Dustin Poirier within the first 3 rounds. If not, he does not win. Or Dustin Poirier catches him really good. He has been, Michael Chandler has been dropped like several times, and what we've seen throughout the years is that people that get hit in the buttons like continuously, at one point it runs out. And I think that's what happened to Tony with the Justin Gaethje fight. His button run out, and that was pretty much it. Like. And we'll see if his chin still holds with Dustin Poirier. We know Dustin Poirier can TKO people, so we'll see, man. Dan Hooker, yeah, it's crazy that Dan Hooker is number 14 after being fucking way up there. But we'll see, man. Against Claudio Puelles, Peruvian, Renato Moicano. That guy's a fucking badass. This is in the 160-pound division. 160-pound, 5'11". That's my height. And I weigh like 3 of those guys. Well, 2 of those guys. No, that's like 320. I weigh one him and a half. Like, it's crazy to me, like, how heavy I am. Siliana Gomez Juarez versus Carolina Kowalkiewicz. Man, Carolina went down after what's her name? Fucking the boogie woman is coming for you. After that was it, man. she wasn't able to bounce back, and she had some nasty ass losses, knockout losses. Erin Blanchfield versus Molly McCann. Damn, Meatball's coming back. Number 12, number 15. They're taking their time with Patty Pamlet and Molly McCann. They really want to build them up. They're not throwing them in the fucking dogs yet. And then you got Dominic versus Ryan Spann. I got my boy Ryan Spann. Dominic, I think it just comes with the mental aspect of it, because after John Jones, like we all believed that he had won, and that shit fucking weighs on you, man, to be like, damn, I left it all out there, and I for sure know I had to win, and it didn't go my way. Like, I think that's gotta be, how can I put it, like, disheartening, like fuck. So I mean, that's fucking crazy, dude. That's about it. Sanya, damn, I'm looking forward to the Oliveira one for sure. For sure. That's what's coming up on UFC, guys, and that's what happened in the UFC this past weekend. Not very eventful. Like, there were fights, man. I enjoyed the fuck out of them, but not like fuck. Like, man. Like, I'm gonna go back and watch this pay-per-view. Like, not really. Like, who am I kidding? Boxing. There wasn't a lot of boxing. Adrian Peterson fought apparently with like some other YouTubers, and he got knocked out. And yeah, like I don't know. It's crazy. A lot of people are jumping into this YouTube boxing sphere. So shit, I'm gonna get into it. You know what? Fuck The Rock. Straight up, right here, right now. Fuck The Rock. Well, fuck his shitty ass shoes. I'm pretty sure if I see him, I'd be like, oh, I want your shoes. Give me some free pair of shoes. Nah, man. Fuck you, The Rock. Let's get some boxing done. Let me get in shape though. Let me get some fucking training in. I'm gonna get my cousin to fucking hold some mitts and fucking throw some putazos, and then I'm gonna start eating more watermelon, and then I'm gonna eat less tacos. I'm gonna start running and jumping. I'm gonna look fucking, and then tú y yo, The Rock, nos damos a vergazos. ¿Cómo la ves? Cuando quieras, hijo de tu pinche. Be careful what you wish for. Well, you know what? It was my birthday a couple of days ago. So that's what I wished for. I wished for a fight with The Rock. Do you smell what The Rock is shitting? And then you got Paul versus Silva. Logan Paul versus Anderson Silva in boxing. Honestly, and Anderson Silva is Anderson Silva no matter what, man. But oh man, that's a tough one, because Paul has some knockout power. Like, that motherfucker can hit. Definitely Silva got that head game shit, and he's got that long reach. But I don't know, man. That's a tough one for Silva. If he does it for Silva, like, damn, like, him and Nate is gonna be even bigger payday. Like, that's fucking crazy that this guy's pulling these fucking fights off. And they're almost the same height, too. That's going to be a good fight. And then you got fucking Canelo. Is it this weekend? You got Canelo and Golovkin this weekend. That's right. This motherfucking weekend. I'm excited for that. Of course, I'll go Canelo, man. That's till I die. Fucking Canelo is the shit. Let's see. When is it going to happen? This Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul. Anderson Silva versus Tito Ortiz versus... Is it Logan or Jake? Yeah, it's Jake. Logan is the taller guy. Let's see. When are they fighting? I think it's in October. 29th. The last week of October. Let's see. 29th, that weekend. Hell yeah, we can have We can have a fucking Halloween party and watch the fucking fight. I'm down to see that fight. I fuck with that. I fuck with that fight. Alright, guys, let's move on from boxing and UFC. Let's get into some college football, man. Fucking the Alabama game versus Texas game was fucking sick, and the Kentucky game was fucking sick. Alabama was like they like. Let me just put the game. It was a fucking close ass game. It take minutes, so let's watch it. Let's watch it all. And I'm an Alabama fan, so I am going. And the Gators game was pretty sick too. I do like the Gators game. Damn, all these ads, bruh.
From Darrell K. Royal, Texas Memorial Stadium, we've got the #1 team in the nation. Nick Saban brings his Alabama Crimson Tide into Austin to take on the Texas Longhorns. And Young drops back, Gibbs again, down the sideline, first down and more. Fast feet. Young out of the gun. Young over the middle, fires, and it's caught. Kobe Prentice, the freshman. Young with time. Young in trouble, and he'll go down. Will Riker comes in to attempt a 52-yard field goal. Nice draw, and it is good.
You see it creep up here early.
First down, Ewers to the sideline. Nice throw, good catch. Ewers sprints out of the pocket, fires on the move, and it's a first down. Ewers flicks it out. Nice catch. Whittington again turns it up, picks up another first. Got it up and good. And we are level. Worthy in motion. He's a danger. Here's Ewers, winds up, lets it go. Worthy! Hey, got it inside the 5. Ewers sprinting out, reverses, lets it go wisely, and just throws it out of the end zone. And a flag. And Ewers is down.
Dallas Turner was in
like
with the pressure.
Every time they play Alabama, their quarterback is
Sophomore, and took him down hard.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 15. Defense, punishment, driving the quarterback into the ground. Half the distance of the goal, automatic. First down.
Like his non-passing shoulder. Second down and goal at the 1. Here's Robinson, and he'll walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson. And they'll give it to him. He gets downhill and is chopped down after a 4-yard gain. And McClellan getting up slowly. In space. Here's Young in trouble, and he'll go down. Jalen Ford. Shot out of a cannon. In the game, because Texas was finding a rhythm. Second down. Here's Robinson. Hits the edge. Robinson cuts it up. Robinson lowers his shoulder and gets out of bounds. First down and long. Card, sideline. Throw! He's got it! Robinson down at the 20. For the lead. Bad snap. And he snapped it. He hooked it. They will make Texas pay. The Kool-Aid lets it go over his head. And down at the 1. Young steps up. And he's sacked. It's a safety. That's a safety. Devondre Sweat. roughing the passer. It looks like that was an Olay play.
Well, they're calling it on overshown. I told you he came in late, and you could see he came in late and went over Bryce Young.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting play, but what you have here is they called roughing the passer, and as Joel perfectly put, with targeting. So that means that they can review the targeting aspect, but the roughing the passer part you cannot review. So even though we think it might not be because he's not even down at that point, that's not going to be reviewable. So they should take off the targeting, but they will then enforce the roughing the passer, which will give Alabama a first down. One where you have roughing the passer, we'll get
Hold on, Mike.
After review, there is no foul for targeting or roughing the passer, as the foul was ascribed incorrectly to the referee. The only foul that we reviewed was the targeting, as there was no roughing the passer called. Fourth down.
That was a good call.
Young dancing. Young turns it up, looking for the first down, and he has it plus some. And another flag.
Alabama had like 80
For
plus
Card.
yards on just.
Steps up and runs it. He faked everybody out. And he'll pick up the first down. Second down and 5. To the sideline, Worthy with some space. And Worthy finally brought down. A flag on the play. Looks like a face mask is coming up against Helms. 29 yards away, and it's good. 16-10. Young. Looking. Young takes off. Picks up the first down.
It's crazy how, like the
Young. Over the middle.
how that doesn't really work in the
And
NFL,
this time,
like,
it's
the
Ja'Cory
quarterback leaving
Brooks.
the pocket.
Bryce Young.
Like from the
Again over the
lineman to
middle. He's found a
the
soft spot.
tight
Brooks
ends, like,
spinning. And he'll
they
go
can
down at
run.
the
They
6.
fucking cover distance like a motherfucker.
Young pumps it. Looking. Steps back. In the end zone.
Remember, like,
Touchdown, Alabama.
Tim Tebow,
Jameer Gibbs. What
back
a
in his
play
heyday,
by
fucking,
Bryce.
he was just running like a son of a bitch, but
Here he is.
that sidearm throw.
Backpedaling. Hit
not
as
that
he
great.
throws, and he puts it on the money. They give it to him. Did he get it?
He tripped over his own guy.
In on the play. Cook is right here. He's the one that's going to come up and make the hit on Williams. Right there, and you can see the ball
He had all
coming
of that
loose.
fucking, all of that open as fuck.
Elbow was down with control. That ball was back near the 25.
So they're going to bring the chains out to measure. Big play for both teams here. Alabama up by 1. Let's see if the Texas defense held them. And they did! Texas football!
See that right here. Safety over the top, over Worthy.
2nd and 7. Play fake. Card. Over the
Shit,
middle.
yeah,
Caught! Cade! Texas inside. Play fake. Card! He took a sack. Trying to beat Alabama. Got it out!
This Longhorns kicker could have probably gotten that other 3 for sure.
Young under pressure. Blaze contained. Young runs it. Young first down and more. What a play by the Heisman Trophy winner.
Young is smart as fuck.
Bryce Young, a 19-yard gain. Yards
Around the
away.
clock and
Clean snap,
they
good
make the plays
hole,
that
and
they
once
needed to make.
again,
And
right
you hear
down
Nick Saban
Main
go
Street.
like, "Stop
And
that shit!" 'Cause
Alabama,
they're doing like the whole thing.
Alabama comes back, and they defeat Texas on the road, 20-19 in a thriller.
Damn, that was a badass game. I wait. The Kentucky game was pretty good. Was pretty fucking good too. Kentucky. 9 minutes, 9:45. Okay, it was full game highlights. Yeah, this game was pretty fucking sick too. Let's see.
TV Plus, Apple Arcade, and iCloud Plus
all included on the network you want to be on.
Get one unlimited for iPhone and get iPhone
Here
14
it
Pro
goes.
on us when you pre-order. Verizon.
Now this. First down with time. Diving effort is complete.
It's a big addition to this team. Look at them beat the defender inside. The corner can't quite collapse. Full layout, secure.
Good rotation, good ball contact, and through. So the 5-play drive with the short field ends up for 3 on the board for the Gators. They're without 3 running backs from the running back room tonight. Play action as Levis goes high but complete to Jordan Dingle. And his big tight end is out to the 44-yard line.
I mean, they're all just so effusive in the praise of what they've seen from
That hit
this young
straight
man
to the
through 3
thigh, and that
starts.
fool just kind of walked through. It was like, fuck
Second
those shit.
and 7. Richardson. What a
He
strike
couldn't throw
to
the ball.
Henderson.
Job here, trying to sneak his tight end Zanders out to the
Running
flat. He gets
too.
collisioned, stays with it. At wide receiver, and Will Levis, he can exploit every square inch of this field because of how strong his arm is.
He impressed him right away in spring as an 18-year-old. Levis, play action. They go with the crosser to Upshaw.
All week long, we got to stop the run. So that's exactly what Ventrell Miller does right here. And as a result, the tight end works right in behind him. Look how quickly those Florida linebackers trigger.
Shit.
It allows plenty of space
crazy.
behind him to Upshaw.
These
Will be
coaches are
huge for
something else.
recruiting down the road.
Third down and 10. They bring pressure, gets rid of it to the outside and complete. Great arm talent and a great route run by Justin Shorter.
From Anthony Richardson, he releases this ball to the far side of the field. Everything's been underneath, so at some point, they're going to try to rock them to sleep and throw it over their heads.
It's
3 drives, 3
like
punts
these,
so
this,
far. Only
the
one
past few
drive that
games
went
have
into
been
Florida territory.
defense, man.
Rides the play
Who's
action.
got-
Has
whoever's got
plenty
the
of
best
time to crank
defense,
it up and go down
least amount of
field
mistakes,
and into the end zone
fucking gets
for
it.
a touchdown to the
100%.
freshman Dane Key. Will Levis, how about that?
The plays are gonna be there. These guys drill these plays like a motherfucker. But
Let's see this
you
catch.
make
Does he
plays in
secure
defense.
it? Wow, how about the high point?
You got it.
That is definitely
And
going
like
to
I said,
stand by
the mistakes,
Key.
man.
His
Like the extra
Kimbers
points
is
and
draped
that
all
shit
over
makes
him.
a difference. Offsides.
Ooh,
roughing
does it touch the
passers.
ground there on the side? Difficult to
crazy.
see it. Didn't see that initially from the first angle. Let's take a peek.
Let's see. Watch the ball here. Watch the
it
point of the ball.
there, left side of the thigh. Of course, the ball can touch the ground, but you have to maintain possession, and the ball cannot wobble whatsoever upon contact with the ground.
It touched,
And it's
but
really close.
he did keep a good grip on the ball.
Let's take a look left side. Difficult to tell
I would have caught.
exactly where it is right there.
Levis is 9 of 10, 143 yards and a
I
touchdown.
didn't know that.
Richardson's
As long
4
as
of
it
13
doesn't
for
wobble and
78
shit, like
yards.
you're good. It can touch, but you can't.
Johnson
move around,
catches a
I guess.
seam. Montrell Johnson. Big burst off
couldn't
the left
take off.
side. He was the Sun Belt Conference Freshman of the
Picked him
Year
up.
for Coach Napier last year, Louisiana. On for the 50-yard field goal attempt.
Fucking
And he
beautiful.
puts it through from 50. So Mahalik, who had never attempted a college field goal, they go with Tavion Robinson in the backfield.
Number 12 and number 20.
187-pound receiver. This time they fake the pitch and roll Levis. But good coverage downfield as he has to
Shit.
use the legs for
I'm
just a
telling
few
you.
yards. Justin Boone was staying with him. Remember, Boone had that monstrous sack earlier.
And there have not been many that
Boone can
Will Levis has
fucking-
missed tonight. Good job making something out of nothing. But look at this. I mean, wide open across the middle of the field. He beats his defender. Levis just can't see him. Doesn't want to be late over the middle of the field. But there's nothing but green grass right on the Gator logo. As he could have found Harris crossing face. Could have been a big play there by Kentucky offensively.
which is what they were expecting for them to run. It would have been the same play from earlier, wide open in the middle.
He gets the call, and he gets the first down and more. Yeah. And a stiff arm ride inside the 15. First down, Gator. 2nd and 9. ETN off left tackle, cuts and makes it in. Trevor Etienne, the freshman, gives the Gators the lead. Into the end zone.
Yeah, how about it right here? Working around to the left-hand side, the little yada. No problem. Send him flying, break an ankle along the way.
Inside the 1-yard line, Levis surges ahead. And that's a Kentucky touchdown. At number 12, Florida here in the 3rd quarter. Cavassier Smoke going ahead for a good play and a first down, a 14-yard run against that Florida
That's
defense.
what the Alabama running back could have done. Just fucking juke a little bit to the
2nd
right
and 10.
Take off, but
trying to run behind Dingle is Smoke, and he gets to the edge, and he's got a first down for Kentucky. Trey Dean finally runs him out.
You cannot lose track of where the ball is. You got to stay wider
These
than the
Florida
widest.
fans, man, they're crazy.
Good snap. Good hold, driven through.
Whenever
by the who's top
the
10
Kentucky guys get close
Kentucky
to like the
scoring.
stands, these guys are all fuck you,
Empty
fuck you.
for Richardson. Oh, that is danger!
God.
Oh my! Keidron Smith cuts inside.
The first one,
and
man.
he's gonna pick 6 it in the
That
swamp.
sucks. I'm telling you.
Cat scratch
Mistake.
Fever Smith.
Look, fuck you. It's a game of mistakes.
But this moment right here is the biggest we've seen so far tonight. Keidron Smith, pick 6.
Shit, the eye to see that shit coming at you
and
like a bullet.
65 yards into the end zone. We are back. Start of the 4th quarter.
It's a big fucking
and the Cats
booster.
facing a 3rd and
Beat the
5.
Gators.
Up a touchdown on Florida. They go inside and they get it with
have all the
Matt Wood.
momentum.
Big play as he gets even more out to the 41-yard. They're going for it. Richardson, incomplete.
Shit.
Frazier's was the intended target. Carrington Valentine had coverage, and it is a turnover on downs at their own 40-yard line.
Man, pretty good throw here by Anthony Richardson. Just better coverage. I mean, just off the charts good there. As you see Valentine close, get that left arm out in front. Physical.
Shit, that defensive lineman
But I like the no
could
call.
have blocked it.
This a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good.
Puts a lot of oomph into it.
And again, a 4th down from their side of the field, from their own 24. Desperate times.
Making sure my camera doesn't die.
Richardson on 4th and 6. Sprint right. Gotta have it. Doesn't get it. Not
Yeah.
even close.
This
Another
is throwing it
turnover
straight
on
into
downs
traffic
for Billy
like
Napier's
crazy.
team.
Se agüitó mi camarada.
Levis is looking up at that play clock. Isn't that ironic here in Kentucky, where there was a controversial moment from their past? Now they're bleeding it to try to come up with a win and move those chains. They will. With Cavassier Smoke, and look at this. Does that ever define things? Everybody getting involved.
Shit.
Thanks for watching
That's
ESPN.
fucking badass. That was a fucking badass game. All right. I'm not gonna watch the Carolina versus Arkansas. Let's see what the schedule is for this coming weekend. College football schedule. Let's see, week 3. Let's see how they ended up though, because I said it was gonna be a good game. Razorbacks Gamecocks 30-44. That was a good game. Volunteers at Pittsburgh 34-27. Fucking Tennessee Volunteers won. Volunteers are doing fucking good. So this week we got Sooners Nebraska. That's gonna be a badass fucking game. Oklahoma favored to win, and then you got the Wildcats versus Youngstown State, and they're both undefeated. So shit, you can never bet against undefeated fucking football teams. And then you got the Bulldogs versus Gamecocks. That's gonna be a good one. And then the Ducks versus the BYU Cougars. Excuse me. Excuse me. You got the Buckeyes versus the Toledo Rockets. Texas Tech 2-0 versus North Carolina State Wolfpack. Damn, North Carolina is favored to win on this one. That's gonna be a badass motherfucking game then. Oklahoma State is undefeated. Shit. Not bad. You got the Razorbacks versus Missouri State Bears, and they ain't got nobody. They didn't say anything as far as who's favored to win in that one. Louisiana Tech Bulldogs versus Clemson. Clemson is always a fucking powerhouse. South Florida Bulls, and then A&M Hurricanes 2-0. Hurricanes A&M 1-1. That's gonna be a badass fucking game. Who's Alabama playing? Alabama's playing Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. Fuck yeah, you got some badass matchups coming up. The week 3. Shit. We got 10 more weeks to go. Too early to tell anything, but fuck, these games are getting sick as fuck. Sick as fuck. So a good recap. UFC. Irene Aldana. Liver up kick, fucking badass. Nate Diaz won, retired, going into boxing. Tony Ferguson, who the fuck knows what Tony Ferguson is gonna do? I say Tony Ferguson, McGregor, make it fucking happen, Uncle Dana. And then Makhachev, give Makhachev the title. Don't put him up against Kofi Covington. I don't want to see that shit. I don't give a fuck. Heel against heel. One of them is gonna turn into a fucking toe or some shit. What else? Boxing. You got Canelo coming up the 16th, and then Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul, and then me against The Rock. You already know. What else? And then college football. Some badass fucking games. Just said them all. So yeah, guys. Next week, check me out. Every Tuesday, I bring to you guys the highlights. That's pretty much what I'm gonna bring to you guys: celebrity boxing, UFC, and college football. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Like it, man, and notification, so you can fucking get notified when this shit drops. 3 p.m. I'm gunning for 3 p.m., but it's between 3 and 6 p.m. So when you're either about to get out of work or getting out of work, man, this shit's gonna be up, so you can see what happened during the weekend and what's coming up next weekend. So yeah, for sure. Thank you guys.
Pesos in my bag, not to brag. I went from rags to riches. How can I relax? I told my mama I won't trust these bitches.